What's up people, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and to another video. So this happens to be the first video of 2024. So before I begin, I would like to wish all of you a very happy and glorious new year. This happens to be the first video of this year, though I did post an unboxing video of a new helmet that I recently procured, but still, officially this still is the first video of the new year that I'm making. So on account of that, greetings to everyone. I hope all of you have a great year up ahead. Nice lighting, man, it looks pretty good. So this is gonna be a short video. I don't really have much to talk upon. However, having said that, the new year certainly has, started with a bang, considering all the developments that are happening all across the globe. We have, the story that's developing with Maldives. I don't know what got into the politician's mind, or head rather, to make such stupid statements, considering their economy is largely driven by tourism, and it's fair or safe to say that majority of the tourists who make their way to some of the resorts that are available in that country are from India. So it's puzzling why they would say something like that, but one also needs to keep in mind that there has been a change in regime in that particular country, and whomsoever is running the show over there is strongly pivoting. Man, I don't know what this guy is doing, slowing down in the middle of the road like that. I know it's a grand statue and all, but if you want to watch, you could just park here and admire it properly. But anyway, as I was saying, the current regime is pivoting pretty hardly towards China, so it could be a calculated move, who knows. However, the news does seem to indicate that the politician or the group of politicians or whatever who made these remarks or supported the guy who made these remarks have been reprimanded, and some sort of action is being mulled over. So let's see how the story develops. But the people have responded adequately as far as we are concerned. I think boycotting Maldives is trending pretty strongly. I think several travel agencies have took a stand to cancel all the tickets in solidarity. So I think that's good. But then again, the flip side of it is that a common man from Maldives who is no way concerned with the political posturing is probably gonna be badly affected. But then again, that's the nature of the game. It's their government who's responsible for the misery that that they're gonna bring upon their people. So let's see what gives. So that's something that has happened. Then we had this really dangerous incident in Japan where apparently a commercial airliner collided with another aircraft, and luckily no lives were lost. The aircraft was in flames. The passengers disembarked the aircraft safely, so that's good, but still very little details are available on what exactly happened. But yeah, the Japanese people also had to endure earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. So it's been tough on them. I hope things get back to normalcy soon, so that they could go about their business soon. So that's one thing. In addition to that, recently the American government or the judicial system of America decided to unseal the names of the people who were, somehow involved with Jeffrey Epstein. So that's a developing story which could have, significant, political ramifications, considering the fact that, that particular country is going to go through elections where the current incumbent president is looking for re-election, and somebody is trying to make his way back, etc. So that's something which could have significant ramifications for them. So it's a developing story. I mean, a lot of false information about who's on the list, who's not on the list, and if somebody is on the list, what is their involvement in some of the heinous crimes that were committed by the people in question. So let's keep an eye on that, because certainly many of the names, as per reports in the various news outlets, seems to suggest that not many are really that surprised that so and so is actually on the list. But then again, some of the names are like pretty surprising. So let's see how things pan out. I just hope people don't jump to conclusions as the story is evolving. So that's something I wanted to briefly touch upon. So New Year also happens to be a time when several of us make resolutions for self-improvement and growth in life. So I would like to know, what are your resolutions for this upcoming year? Maybe you can leave a comment down below mentioning what is your top 1 or 2 resolutions and how you plan to stick to it to achieve the growth that you envision for yourselves. So personally, I mean, I too do have resolutions or improvements that I want to do. So and one of those is I wanted to upgrade my setup. So I mean, those of you who follow me on Instagram, so I'll just link my handle somewhere in the screen for you guys to subscribe or follow if you're interested. But those of you who follow me on Instagram might have noticed that I've been hunting for a new bike. So I've checked out a few models and finally shortlisted one, laid down the deposit, or rather the token amount that they require to book a bike, etc. So that's been done. So in the coming days I hope to have a new ride. So that's something I'm looking forward to this year. And in addition to that, I would like to tweak my setup, because as I had mentioned earlier, I bought a new helmet. I'll made a short unboxing video, so I'll link it up there if anybody is interested to check it out. But it's a bit pricey, but considering the quality and all, I feel it's well worth it. But I'm really hesitant to use a chin mount on that particular helmet. So with that in mind, probably in the upcoming days or in 1 or 2 videos that I might post after this, I might try experimenting with different setups. I also happen to have a 360 degree mod for this Insta 1 hour action cam that I'm using. So I might try experimenting with that and see if that makes sense. So that's something also I'm looking forward. So let's see how things pan out in the coming days. I hope whatever changes I try to do, it's for the better and it helps me in whatever I have in my mind. With that, I'll probably wind up today's video. But do leave a comment down below mentioning your New Year resolutions. Maybe not all of them, 1 or 2 that you think are reasonable and something that you can achieve. So with that, I'll be signing off from today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So until then, peace out.